All right, guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at TSLA. Tesla on Friday closed at 122. And here are a few things I want to share with you guys. So going into big option expiration date next week basically, and also their earnings coming up. So it stayed in the range for the most part this week between this 114, that was the resistance last Friday, and this Friday, this Monday actually, we did gap, tried to get back to above 123, 124. That was the next level of resistance, and it did stay below this range, and it did stay in this range pretty much the whole week. Whatever the kind of news is it's getting bought up. Anytime it dips, getting bought up, but it's not going higher. But here's what I want to show you guys. So I just went through a lot of charts, and it's looking to me a lot like Alibaba, but I'll just show you why. So this is the yearly chart of Tesla, right? So let's take a look at Tesla like this on a daily chart. We're going to switch to monthlies and as well. So from its highs at this point, Tesla down I think 70%, or how much is it down exactly to be precise? Yeah, 70% right here at this moment. And let's take a look at Alibaba chart when it was doing same thing last year. So I'm basically comparing Tesla to Alibaba's last year end. What happened? So after earnings, of course, flushed down. It's not like apples to apples, okay? Just by looking at the chart, in my opinion, so this is the beginning of the year 2022 for Alibaba. Tries to push higher, stays in this range until their earnings. They report earnings, stock flushes, comes back up, and you know the theme, right? Came all the way down to 58. So basically, after being down pretty much same from its highs to 2021's year end, about 70%, it did proceed to go lower another 50% all the way to 58, but finished the year 2022 pretty much down like 22% or 25% or so. And if you take a look at TSLA, let's just for better visualization, let's take a look at the monthly chart of the Alibaba. So this is the monthly chart, right? So it started selling off in 2020, 21, and 22, what it did. So let's take a look at TSLA right now. TSLA pretty much started selling off in 2021, basically, right? By looking at these monthly candles. And just pay attention to 2023, this first month of the basically year, right? So it's trying to push higher. It can push a little bit higher, and I think pivotal point will be earnings. Okay, we're not going to talk about them cutting the prices and all that good stuff. I just want to show you this. So it's looking a lot like, personally to me, again, it's not apples to apples. It can pretty much work out something like this, and if it does, I do see Tesla's basically lows being somewhere here at 65, and basically that 65, 63 would be the highs from 2020, and not 2020 highs actually, this highs before basically pandemic hit. The highs before pandemic in 2020, $63. So that would be the my target to watch Tesla, basically see how it pretty much trades. If it does, and again, I'm not saying that Alibaba has bottomed. By no means, I'm not telling that. I'm just comparing the chart that it can look something like that. You can expect Tesla to trade something like that throughout 2023. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about like world is ending, it's gonna go down another 90% and it's gonna go to zero. No, they did still manage to grow in 2022 40%. Okay, just think about that. And here's a few things. So this is the market capitalization chart of the Alibaba. At its peak, it was 858 billion. and it's at lows 167 billion. That's how much it dropped, despite the business being really, really solid business. And people were pretty much, buying throughout this downtrend, the dip. But with Tesla's case, I don't know, maybe it has to do with Elon, but a lot of people immediately after making money in 2020, 21, 22, I mean, there are a lot of people hating on him for selling at the top, right? But it's basic, like Tesla at highest point, you can see 1.23 trillion dollar. That was the 2021 November top, and at the moment Tesla is trading at 386 billion. But look, in 2019 Tesla was $31 billion company. Where is it right now? It's still 10 times bigger market capitalization than it was. Yes, I know from its maximum 1.23 trillion, it has declined, well, 60, 70%. But yeah, it can still come down from these levels all the way to another 40%, 50% would be very, very possible by the end of the year, maybe by October. But that's my basically very, very simple. Again, I'm speculating here, right? I'm not telling you that this is something is going to work out. But going into ultra short term, I want to basically share short term levels to watch going into their earnings and going into OPEX. Basically, if Tesla gets back above 124, watch it go all the way to 135. 135, if you take a look at the maximum pain for option expiration, it's pretty much that 135 level, maximum pain 135, both for call buyers and put buyers. And look how much money is about to expire. If it does close somewhere here, well, look how many amount of puts are going to expire here, right? And also, if it does close at this level, amount of calls that are going to expire worthless. See, so it is a big option expiration date. So that's why if it tries to push higher and then going into end of the January when they have earnings, I mean, it can do whatever it wants from there. But in my opinion, it's pretty much trying to burn premium. Volume is very, very high, and pretty much volume sellers, or however they call them, basically people who take advantage of high volatility to sell calls, to sell puts, that's their time. They're having fun. For the past 2 weeks, basically it's been in this range, and I do think that going into next week, I personally, again, I'm not biased, I don't have a Tesla shares, I don't have Tesla options, but in my opinion, it can stay higher until this expiration date, and it can stay basically above this 115, and it can even try to push higher. So I'm pretty much neutral to bullish going into earnings and going into option expiration date on 20th of January. So that's the Tesla update. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.